It's Wednesday, April 21st, I think. Still nice out, but very cold. I decided to put the soil finisher on the tractor and try and work this down. I got some waterways I want to see. I had to redo some waterways. I wanted to do a video. I finally got this headland management thing figured out. Read the book again, so I can go through what anybody wants to know. But the way the book reads, you push this record button, the red, it'll blink at you. You go ahead and do your sequences you want. Downshift. I got it downshift into 7th and raising the implement. So that's your first sequence. So once you do that, you hit this button to pause it. Turn around, get ready to go back, push this button again to put it back in play mode, or record mode, I mean. Do your other sequences. I have it upshift into 11, or dropping the implement and upshift into 11. Hit the record button when you're done, and it works perfect. So when I get to the end, I'll push this button, it'll do its spiel. I'll turn around, I'll push it again, and it'll drop it and go. Now, the only thing I didn't do is I don't have it engaging the auto steer. You could do that too. I might try to add that. I think you could go in and edit. You can go in and edit the sequence. I figured out how to go in there and delete it too. You go into data management. You go in there, you find delete, and you gotta find the sequence. And I deleted all my previous ones. So now it's beeping, I'm going to get to the end, but it works really good. Working really good now, if you want to use that function. I don't like I was using the automatic field mode. I don't like that because it downshifts too much on the end. So I'm just, actually I have it, I'll show you. It's downshifted and I have it going, idling the tractor down. It idles it down and it raises the implement. It's raising it. I'll turn around here, I'll get going again, hit that button again, and it'll drop it first. A little bit tight. Oh, it's making it. Hit it again. It drops the implement, and it'll start to upshift. All I got is in the auto steer, hopefully it works. Yeah, the auto steer worked. Sometimes it comes up and tells me it sees steering wheel movement, even though I'm not touching it. Like it's probably hitting these ruts. But yeah, it works really good. I might try to go in and edit that so it will engage the auto steer. But other than that, I like the feature. And I think you can attach it to the implement, but I haven't figured that out yet. Well, it'll stay on there. That same sequence will work for the chisel plow too. So it works good though. When I use the auto field mode, I can push it so it'll go to 7 miles an hour. With the throttle all the way up, it's at 7 miles an hour. And I can lower it down, it goes to like 3, which is fine, but it goes down to like 5th gear and I don't like that. So I just have it go down to 7th and idling back. Right now I'm only at 1700 RPM. And I don't have to touch anything other than the headlamp buttons. Now if you want to change, the nice thing about headlamp management, I can raise the throttle. It won't affect it. When I get to the end, it'll still work fine. Yeah, I can jump gears too if I want. But as long as I'm in 11th, when I get to the end, it'll do exactly what well, it'll do it anyhow. It just goes down a certain amount of gears. It don't really go to a determined gear. It just goes down a certain amount of gears. So I got it working the way I want now. I like that. I don't like having to jump through the gears every time. I don't mind doing all the other stuff, but I like that it throttles it back for you too. You don't have to do anything. So, any questions, leave them in the comments, and I maybe can help you through it. The problem I was having was I was pushing this button. I wasn't pushing this button enough times. When you're recording, you got to push it twice. Once to pause it, and I began to start recording again, and I wasn't doing that. So I'd get to when I went to play it back, I was hitting it twice, and that's the key. You have to hit it twice when you're recording to jump to the next sequence, and only once when you play it back to jump to the next sequence. But it works really good. So, and we're just working some of this out. I'm not planting yet because it's still really cold. It's supposed to get even colder and wetter this weekend. So, like down in the 30s or freeze again, and only higher in the 40s. So I don't know. I thought about planting some beans, but I'm just not real confident in that. But I'm getting to the end again here. Get here, I'll push the button. I get right to the end here. It slows down, raises the implement. It works really good. It's exactly what I was wanting it to do. When I get here, I should be able to engage the auto steer right here. Yeah, it worked that time. The auto steer engaged. The noise you're hearing, if you're hearing that clanging noise, that's the drawbar jumping up and down. I had some rubber grommets, some big rubber cushions I put in my other tractor. I need to make some of them so it ain't jumping up and down as much. But it really, it just pulls this thing. I can't be all easy at pulling it. I'm probably going in a hair deep, maybe. But it does a nice job. I don't know if I'll work this again or not before I plant it. I might. It's going to get rained on. I just want to get used to this tractor, so if I put anybody else in it, I can teach them how to use it. And I want to get comfortable. I'm really getting comfortable with it now. I read the book a couple times, and I'm figuring out the auto steer and all the different functions it has. I just gotta get that leak fixed. I ordered a fitting, and I hope that fixes it. I don't know. It looks like that's where it's coming from, but we will find out. I'd like to get a video outside, but I don't know if I can or not. And before I drop my cell phone out, I'm going to bring it back in. Yeah, we get this, I'm going to work this in the field, I might. Just to see what it looks like. So, but anybody has questions about that? I haven't used the constant speed thing yet. It runs it at a constant speed doing this, so I'm happy with that. So, anyhow, thanks for watching, and hit the thumbs up button for me, please. Thanks.